everyone, I'm coming at you guys today with my review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 8. And this episode was a little bit longer than previous episodes. A lot went down, but it was all over the place. So, as you all know, I already have my notes written down. But anyways, Sheree met with Phaedra. Sheree said that she wasn't feeling well after the hearing. Basically, she was criticizing Phaedra's performance in court. Personally, I didn't see anything wrong with Phaedra's performance in court. If anything, Sheree withheld some information from Phaedra. She was supposed to give Bob Whitfield the furniture that was inside the house that she was awarded in her divorce settlement, but she didn't do that. Knowing Sheree, she probably sold the furniture to get her hair and nails done, to buy a couple of bags, shoes, and a couple of cars, and there you have it. The same stuff that was repoed at the end of the day. So they were going back and forth as to when Phaedra received payment for this case. Phaedra said that she got the check at 3:30 the day before the morning of the court hearing. And basically, long story short, Sheree just didn't want to pay Phaedra. Phaedra was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give you back your $5,000 check that you gave me to represent you during this case, because I don't want to put a strain on this friendship because of it. So she gave her the money back, and good thing she did, because that check probably was bad anyways, because a lot of things has been going on during this season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta as far as bad check writing is concerned. You have Marlo in and out of jail. You have Charles Grant writing bad checks. You have Nene walking around talking about she's a millionaire when she's really in thousandaire. Just a lot of things was going on. So Kendra came over to Kim's house to get an idea or as to what she need to do as far as preparing this house, the new house for Kim and her family to move in. So basically, that's all that happened. Cynthia's friend had an art gallery event. Everybody came through. Sheree showed up with new shoes while her child was at home sleeping in a sleeping bag or whatever he was sleeping in. Now, the show that comes on after the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know, the show with Andy. Well, Sheree and Lawrence were both guests on the show. Now, let's just go ahead on Miss Lawrence outfit, face, hair of the day or whatever. He had bedazzled hair clips all in his nose space. He just looked a hot mess. Now, as far as Sheree, they asked her if her child was really sleeping on an air mattress or a sleeping bag. She said her child was not sleeping on either one of those things. Now, I know my eyes did not deceive me, because I saw clothes, I saw trash on the floor, I saw something that I thought was a sleeping bag. Maybe it was a comforter on the floor that he was sleeping on, but there's no television in the house, and she said that everybody knows that her children did not have televisions in their own rooms when she was staying in that big old house. Lies and confusions. Okay, Sheree, we all know that Rent-A-Center or Aaron's Rent-A-Own came over there and repossessed their things out of their house because you were not making the payments on that. But anyways, Nene came through at this art gallery stunting, asking how much a piece cost, and the guy told her $24,000, and Nene was like, that's not a bad price, that's not bad at all for that. Nene, we need you to go ahead and have a seat. Marlo came through with this all white on, looking like the queen version of the Bride of Chucky. She looked a hot mess. Marlo was just talking to Candy. Candy was still bringing up this whole thing that they were talking about on Candy Coated Nights, as far as how Marlo is getting her money, and Marlo was like, you know, she was getting allowance from rich men and all that type of stuff. So Cynthia was getting ready at Bar 1 for this photo shoot that she and Peter was supposed to be doing for Drexina. She's a photographer, and I think she has this blog or something like that. So she was doing a photo shoot on power couples. So I'm kind of confused as to what's the photographer's meaning or definition of a power couple. Is she meaning like on the level of Beyonce and Jay-Z, or is she meaning as far as James and Florida Evans? Because Peter being in Cynthia's life, they're barely keeping their heads above the water. At this point, they're like eyebrow deep in some debt. Fannie Mae, other loan places, and all that type of stuff. So like I said, I'm really confused as to what a power couple is to this photographer, because I don't see power couple. I see a struggle couple, but not a power couple. But anyways, old man Peter was going off on Cynthia. He's not helping Cynthia. He's making her feel bad. Some invitations were supposed to be mailed out, and he's criticizing her for not mailing the invitations at a certain time. He called Cynthia's sister Mel, going off on the voicemail. He's going off on one of the employees up in there because there was a spot on his white couch, and he was like, "You didn't see that," so he got on his hands and knees, started scrubbing the spot out of the couch. Like I said, he was just going off, left and right. Now, anytime when he was going under, as far as bar one is concerned, as far as getting the money, Cynthia was there to co-sign on his Fannie Mae loan. Now, when he opened up this place, there was no air conditioner. There was probably a porta potty outside in the backyard. He probably was stealing electricity from the neighbors. He had painters in there painting the place while people are in there drinking alcohol, sweating, pieces hanging from the ceiling, wires exposed, and all that type of stuff. And he's sitting up here criticizing Cynthia. Anyways, now Kim had a moment with her kids at the wall that was in the house. This wall was filled with ink. She said that everyone that was a guest at the house or came at the house or whatever, they wrote their names on a wall and stuff like that. And she went down memory lane. We saw Kim when she first came onto the scene of the Real Housewives of Atlanta with that plastic Barbie wig. We saw Nene's old nose. We saw it all. And I hope Kim is going to get her deposit back from this townhouse. We know that she was renting it $1,900 a month. I saw it on Media Takeout. Don't know how true that is, but that's what I saw. So I'm hoping that she got her deposit back because that will help her with the Pampers. Because we know Croy is not really making that much money. I'm not sure how long his contract is, but I think he's making like $400,000 a year or $400,000 for the duration of his contract. I don't know, but yeah, he needs to keep his job with the Atlanta Falcons to go ahead and take care of this new house note. Nene was talking to Bryce about safe sex. I would like to know what sober, insane person is busting it open to Bryson. Now, Nene was talking about Bryson is working at a restaurant. Personally, I think that he's working at a corner store making, po' boys or cutting meat in the bag or something like that, but he's not working at a real deal restaurant, not with all that pubic hair around his face. No, he's not. But Candy is working on music with country artists. Kim moved into her house, which seemed like extreme makeover home edition. All you was missing was Ty. Everybody loved their room. Not one spot in this house screamed Croy. Nothing. She didn't even have a room with 2 dumbbells on the floor or anything like that for Croy. This is Kim's house, point blank, period. Now, what else? Now, a lot of people on Twitter was just going off because it was like, where's Celie's room? Now, to my new subscribers, you guys may be like, who is Celie? Well, Sweetie is Celie. I call Sweetie Celie because I think it's fitting for her. But I'm just guessing that Kim gave her some newspaper, put it on the kitchen floor right next to the back door with a bowl of water, and there you have it, Celie's room. Now, we all know that Sweetie is no longer in the care of Kim for whatever reason. As far as Kim's reality TV show, I don't know if it's going to be a full reality TV show because I know she's dropping a lot of hints, I guess, to Bravo or whatever, because she keeps talking about new life, new baby, new man, new house, and all that type of stuff. So I don't know what's going on with that. So let's see. Then right after that, I think it's somewhere in the episode, Kim was driving, then she just thought about that she had to pump breast milk. So she's on a busy Atlanta highway and she let Brielle control the wheel while she's behind the wheel pumping her breast. I would like to know, why did the cameraman allow that to go down? Because at that point it was putting everybody's life in risk, in jeopardy. Brielle is sitting in the passenger seat holding onto the steering wheel while Kim is pumping her breast, and you have the Bravo cameraman sitting in the back seat next to Ariane just filming. So I would like to know what's up with that. let's see, Cynthia was getting ready for the opening of her agency. She was crying. She was distraught because she didn't have any help. She said she's been up for since the wee hours of the morning trying to get everything together. Peter's not helping her. Like I said, she was cried out, and I was hoping to myself that this girl is not pregnant because she was very, very, very emotional. So only 3 people RSVP'd. So she was really, really upset about that. Now, she came to the agency and she was surprised. She was shocked. There were a lot of people there. Peter was hating. He was just saying that he had nothing to do with this. He kept saying it over and over and over again. Marlo came through with this Louis Vuitton dress, and she was saying that she didn't have any panties on. Well, dear Marlo, I don't know if you are a man or a woman or something in between, but next time, please keep your obscene comments to yourself. Thank you. Kim, she was uneasy hearing Big Papa's name. Marlo kept talking about she had a Big Papa. I hope she's not calling Charles Grant Big Papa, because Charles Grant was writing bad checks, so that means that he was giving her bad checks, and that means that she's out here, getting things with bad checks, writing bad checks. But anyway, so like I said, Marla was going off about the Big Papa thing and that God gave her the things that she have in her life. And then you have Kim during the commentary giving her whole quote saying, "No, bitch, God gave you a hole to get your money from." So that was a whole quote from Kim. Marlo went off on Candy, called Candy a big mama. Sheree was complaining about it was being too hot. And I would like to know, why is it every time Sheree is at a place, she's always talking about she's hot? I'm at the point where I'm believing that Sheree is an alcoholic and she is on some serious drugs. Perhaps crack. And that maybe explains why she's always hot. So old man Peter was nowhere to be found at the end of the day when Cynthia called up her family, and then she was calling up Peter Thomas's name. He was nowhere to show. Old man Peter was probably in the back somewhere drinking a fifth of Night Train right out the brown paper bag and probably hitting on a pipe or something. So basically, that's all that happened. I hope the old man was okay, because old man Peter is old. He's probably suffering from early stages of dementia. I just hope, he's okay. But I know the next episode, he's going to be talking mega shit. And I just hope that Cynthia dump his ass, put him in a group home or something. But basically, guys, that was it. I don't think this review was a smash hit whatsoever. But that was it, guys. So until the next review.